almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
If you were me,
that all the way in, touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 27, Hurts. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Barkley. A little juke. And they'll get this down to the 10. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one Tired, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and goal, Jones being chased at, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kingsley Keke, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Hurts. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding,
and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They